Well, hello there, and welcome to another video by Ducon. So here we are on my Nord plot that I've been really excited to show you guys. I've talked about it in my previous videos about how I was working on it and getting it ready for you, and I'm hoping that it is satisfactory. I am very happy with it. It turned out really nice. There's lots of detail. The interiors are all finished and lots of little knickknacks here and there. So I plan on cutting this video into 3 portions because there is simply too much to see in 1 or 2. So it's going to be rather long, but I hope you guys bear with me and enjoy it as much as I do. I really enjoyed this build. I'm really excited to come up with more, but for now we are here and we are going to watch or explore, should I say, this plot. It is called Aldern Hill. Aldern Hill. It is a name that I came up with actually a long time ago. It was to an old project that I had done on another server. It looked okay, I guess, but yeah, it needed a lot of work. It was just the keep, and I'm excited to show you guys that. But that's going to be in the second video. So this is Victor and actually it's my mighty horse Duconifax. See where I got that? Shadowfax, Gandalf's horse. And this one's black. But, oh well, but he's golden. And Victor has opted to protect me. Victor, enjoy. Alright, so first of all I want to show you this is a merchant ship. This is the port area, obviously, and so they have lots of cargo and lots of things to unload. There's a little fish shop here where the fishing boats, they're obviously not here right now. There's a fishing boat. Actually, I made it a merchant ship, but I guess it could be a fishing vessel as well. But yeah, there's plenty of room for other boats. Maybe they're out right now. Maybe they're just going around looking for fish. Yeah. It's lots of ice and stuff. So it would be kind of hard to get back in port. But anyway, the port, it was one of the last things that I actually finished. Well, this side here, it has another, it's sort of like a Viking style ship. I don't know. But it turned out fairly nice. So we're going to go back over here, and there's Victor still defending me from all the wiles of the bad people. So this is a shipwright. I have lots of, why is there a skull here? It's really annoying. There's some heads that are supposed to be chests, but they turn into, oh, there goes Victor. See you, Victor. Anyway, they're actually heads that look like chests, like they look like this. But then they turn to skulls if you place anything next to it or something, if you stand on it or whatever. So I prefer actually not to use those, but I have a few of them scattered around. And so the shipwright, anyway, this is a crane. It hauls cargo that is put here, or should I say lumber and stuff, and it lifts it from here and puts it up onto the ship, and then they use that to build the ship and put it together. Lots of stuff going on, and this big arch thing, a lot of people have been asking me what this is. It is a means to get the mast into its mooring, which is right here. There's two, the textures are hard, but just imagine those two like that pointing down, and then they go into that, and that is, oh, Victor's on my head now. Hi, Victor. So that goes into the mast, and then that's how they get that on there. And how they get it up there is it starts down here on this little thing. That's where they put it together and stuff, and then they take the ropes and they put it on it, and then they lift it on up and they roll it up these iron slides and roll it into place right up here. And actually here it is, it's these cranks that pull it up that slide there. So there's lots of details along here. Obviously, you've already seen the little fishing area. This is the little fish market, because every port needs a fish market. Little, I guess, a merchant's area, or where they take attendance, I guess. They see who's at port and stuff. Here's a little cargo shed where some lumber goes for the shipbuilding area, and etc. Alright, so now we're going to head into the city. Welcome to Aldern Hill, Island Fort by Dukon Red One. Yep, that would be me. Dukon. Anyway, so this is the gate design I came up with. It's nothing special. It's just a two-part arch kind of thing, and it leads right into the city here, a main entrance. And then this tower here. It really looked too plain, so I added all these little hanging things, the hanging porches and stuff, and the little area up above. And here's another little porch area on the back, just for guards to watch over the streets and stuff. There's Duconifax. Duconifax, yes. A horse, like a horse. Alright, so you'll notice if you come to the city, it is a warp Aldern Hill. If you come to raven.org, make sure you have Conquest and Optifine installed, otherwise this place is going to look horrible. So yeah, just make sure you have Optifine and Conquest. So this is home of Stern Middleton. Every interior is unique. It's just very unique. I really love doing interiors as much as I do exteriors and etc. I like little details like this, like special fresh import. Kiten fruit, 1 kel per. Kel is the currency for this island. So I think I'm going to take you this way. I only have a small portion that I have planned. Most of these are just houses. Oh yes, I want to show you a chicken coop. This is a chicken coop here, and this is a detector rail there. You might notice that, hey, that's a weird texture. It's a rail, but you connect it up, and then it has that texture so that you can make chicken coops, and it's really nice looking. I really like it. And then obviously the trap doors are floating, but that's a plug-in on that Raven specifically has. So it's really nice to have that. And so this here is the Cranky's Tavern. It is compliments. The name is compliment of Nixio. He suggested it to me. I couldn't come with a name, so I decided just to ask everyone. So here's the triple churn Mastenfeller mead. There's actually a fill point up in the alleyway. If you go out this door and you go up to the right, there's a little place where you take kegs and or like smaller kegs, and you fill the big keg up. So yeah. And so here's the actual bar area and all the foods that you can get from here and all the different meads and stuff. So we'll just head up one floor. I have lots of little funny stuff, like even in the tavern in a certain area there's a little funny thing that if you guys explore you'll find it. But yeah, I hope you guys come here and just see it. I guess since this pillar, or since this support beam was there, I couldn't add a leg to it. So this is a bear skin, and so I said Felipe, the legless bear. So yeah, just little details like that. It's just really nice to add little details like that. So oh, on the chicken coop note, also doghouse. Yeah, doghouse, little dog bowl there. It's really neat. I mean, I really like making little details like this. This is actually one of the final things that I did to the plot. I just went around and made all the little. I made 2 chicken coops and like 4 or 5 dog houses around the plot, because it's just really nice to do. Oh, and this is a really neat detail I want to show you. Home of Rorden Sivian. It doesn't look like anything special. It's just this little nothing house basically. But the story behind this plot is that underneath, that's going to be in the 3rd part of this video, there is a enormous tomb. There is an enormous tomb of the dead, and it's a dead army that's waiting to be awoken. And so this guy is kind of a crazy, that's the story behind this guy. He's crazy, and he's not really, nobody believes him, but he made this little cave under here, and he has weapons and food, all the survival gear. They don't believe me, but I know the dead will return. Yeah, he knows. So, Victor's still on my head. So, just little details like that. If you come here, just make sure that you add all kinds of details, all kinds of little things that just really make the plot stand out. Lots of hay in here. This is the stables. There's hay storage up there, and then the stable master lives in this little hair. Stable master ... Bob. Hi, Bob. So, let's see. We can show you this. Warms and fuzzies. There's actually a cloth weavers, and I'll show you that in the second video. And this is where they actually sell the clothes and stuff. And it's because this is on the main road, so people buy from here. There's actually a marketplace that's down that way. But we're going to go this way. And I am going to show you another chicken coop. I'm going to show you the candle maker's shop. I'll show you that next. This is the candle maker's shop. This is actually the first interior I did on this plot, really. It's just a place where they make candles, and because obviously this plot has a ton of candles that needs to be replaced on almost a daily basis or maybe a weekly basis. So there's just lots of stuff that needs to be done. So yeah, that's a big job, candle maker. I should make beehives, but in a cold climate. Maybe this place gets warm sometime in the year and the bees come out. And yeah, this is the candle maker's house. This is the parents' bedroom, and then the kids' bedroom is downstairs. So a lot of people ask about interior. How do you do the interiors? Well, it's really just trying to implement as much realism as possible, and also having a knowledge of what block types you have. Like, I mean, not many people realize that you can use trapdoors as bunk beds, or even as walls. You can use them as walls and add extra detail. Also, like this block makes great for, is a detail block, kind of like shelves, kind of for toys, maybe, is because this is the kids' room. Also, you know, like a chest. It's really nice to have a chest in the room. Little dresser to put your clothes in, a little seat to sit down on. Just stuff like that. And then paintings, maybe they have a fascination for picks, so they have a picture of how to make a pick on the wall. So, but yeah. So we're going to head out this way, and I'm going to show you, this is like a little cargo area to pull up the cargo, and they have like a little stable underneath here. I made this for Ducanifax. But oh, and also this is the home of Aldern fermentator. I might have spelled fermentator wrong. I think it's fermentator. Yeah, Dolan's an old friend of mine from another server. So this is Pixit's Fix It. This is where they fix, I don't know, tools, appliances, really anything that needs fixed. This is like a handyman to fix all the things that need to be done. And so we go in. Oh, this is home of Victor Comics. Victor Comics is the guy that is sitting on my head. So he has, this is really neat. I really wanted to make like a little display cabinet, so there's like a sword in there, a musical instrument, a clock, and I don't know, some kind of bowl or something. But yeah, it's just a really neat display cabinet. And also, it turns out Victor has some kind of need to or worship somebody, so, or something, who knows. This is his room. I did the interior, so Victor didn't do it, but I did dedicate the house to Victor, because Victor needs a house. Victor's my bud. comes out. He has a nice little porch area to look out over the docks. So anyway, the area that I've shown you is just kind of like this little area, the stables, that little house. I've shown you the tavern. I've shown you a couple of these houses. There's just houses in here. Oh yes, I'm not going to forget to show you this. This is the brewery, because every Nord plot needs a big brewery to make all the mead and stuff that they need. So let me explain to you the process of this. So first of all, here's the well. And so they draw water from the well, and they get the water up here, and then they use the water, they bring it in here, and then they mix in all the ingredients they need to make the right brew. Then they put the brew into this cauldron, and then so in the cauldron, that's where they heat up the brew and they prepare it. There's a fire underneath it, and so when it's done in the cauldron, it goes out into this vat here, and then they use this pump. They pump it back and forth, and then it goes up this pipe, and it goes to whichever valve is open. And so these are the actual fermenters. They put the mead into these fermenters, and they churn it every now and then, and so it's prepared. And they put the necessary ingredients. They taste it and all that. Let me just show you this fellow fire back here. So yeah, this is what heats up the bottom of the cauldron there. And lots of wood to feed it. And so once they're done with that, they pour it into the kegs, and then they get them up here, and then they just walk them right out the front door, and then it's ready for your people to use, I guess, because people need to drink, I guess, if they're thirsty. Also, clothes across the street, and this is really an idea. It's rope on top. It's the rope rail texture. If you use biome specific rail textures, that'll make that, and then underneath is the fence clothesline metadata. The iron bar clothes metadata. So it makes it look like it's like a pulley system, so they can pull their clothes from that end to that end. So like it's just like it goes round and goes back and forth and etc. So that's a really neat idea. I actually learned that from Victor. Victor's given me a lot of suggestions for this plot. Like even the ice formations out here, he suggested to do this. Like, see how they have slabs and how it's sort of like it's berthed up against the beach, or up against the shoreline, or even against the docks. He gave me that idea. That was a really good idea. I'm glad he suggested that. So, I think that's all for this section, for this video. Let me show you this little area here. This is where they fill up the keg in the tavern, and so this is like a little area. Also, I have a lot of these. These are outhouses. A lot of people forget very, very extremely important details like this. The outhouses are very, very important because obviously the people are going to have to use the restroom, and if they don't have a place to use the restroom, then yeah, that's problematic. It would stink a lot. This is the little homeless area. This is where all the homeless people come. It's like just a little place. There's lots of little beds. Obviously, the homeless people of this town, they drink a lot, so there's lots of wine or beer or whatever around. And they have a little fire to warm up, a roof over their head, but no walls. It's just it's kind of shabby. And here's a cart. I don't know why there's a cart in this island, but I guess there could be use for a cart, but it's so small, I don't know. It just was a neat idea to have a cart. So I'm going to show you one more thing. So this is the barracks. This is where all the soldiers are, all the weapons are, and so this is the bow shooting range. And here's my design for the targets. And then they have wooden posts. This is where they chop and hack and they practice with their sword fighting skills. And it's a little place to sit around a fire. They have a little tower here, and we'll go up here. this is the armory portion. Lots of weapons in here. This is where all the weapons for this city is, for the town is. So they are prepared for battle. But they aren't nearly prepared for what is coming, which I'm going to show you in the third video. So this is the actual barracks portion. There is there's lots of storage down here. This is just lots of random stuff that they would need. Rope, thatch, just chest full of stuff, bags, etc. Chef Potman, do not disturb, that's his room. And then this is the kitchen. Nice little place to eat. Actually, eating is upstairs. So we'll head up here. There are living spaces upstairs, lots of places to sleep and do stuff. And this is another place to cook your food and do stuff. Show you. And also this tower is really neat. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Also all the icicles and everything. But yeah, this looks really nice, and I'm really excited about showing you the Great Hall. There's a lot of stuff in there, and that's going to be in the second video, and I'm going to show you the other half of the town. There's actually a lot to see over there, a lot more industrial stuff, and a lot of really neat stuff to show you. So I'm going to end the video over here on the porch of in front of the temple. So anyway, yeah, this is the temple, and this is where we'll start our next video. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all are as excited as I am for the next one, and for showing you guys what this plot is in Aldernhill. And the dead army is coming. Someone stop them. Hint, hint. So, but yeah. I'll see you guys in the near future. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and please come join us on Raven. Don't be shy. If you haven't joined Raven, just come on over, and we would be excited to have you. I do plan on putting up more videos on tutorials and stuff. I had planned to make today's video on a tutorial on something, but I didn't have time to build it, so I just decided that the best thing to do is to showcase this, and I hope it turned out well, and I hope you guys are happy with it. So anyway, 2 more videos of this coming up, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.